on a spiritual path, there are 4 basic areas that if we address every single area, I call them the 4 pillars, we are going to grow in a way that expedites our path and also that allows us to grow in more or less an even way. So the first area I would talk about is releasing emotional pain. And I talk about releasing as the practice because healing is what happens through this process, but release is the practice and intention. And so as we're carrying emotional pain, this is the part of us that is reactive, that doesn't always make decisions that support us, that inhibits us from having wonderful relationships or going in the direction that we would want to in our lives. This is the area that makes us feel less than, makes us feel like we're missing something or we're carrying too much emotional pain to be normal. So looking at this area and addressing it is vital for movement, because if we don't and we continue just to work on the other areas, the emotional pain part of us is going to get louder and stronger and want our attention even more. Area number 2 is becoming aware. And that means that there are so many different parts of us, so many different hidden layers that we don't have an awareness around, or we have somewhat of an awareness, but not a deep awareness. And the emotional pain kind of convolutes everything that we might think we see. So practicing awareness, as you see, also becomes really important. That means that we're going to do practices that dig deep in our psyche and show us what and why we're doing what we're doing, why our life is the way it is, why we're moving in the directions that we are, why we keep tripping over the same experiences, or why we keep attracting the same kind of people. Now, what that means is that we are willing to see and experience parts of us that are controlling us, that we don't fully see. Third is opening the heart, learning about love. And I usually tell people, if you really can't do practices anywhere else, start with the heart, because the heart is a powerful force all on its own. And the heart energy can actually activate some of the releasing of emotional pain, some of the awareness process. Opening the heart is the absolute key of a spiritual path. The heart is where our soul resides. Our soul is the part of us that is connected to divinity in a more powerful or more acute way. The fourth area is about orientation and navigation, kind of like the whole map or GPS of your path. Reconnecting with it as a touchstone and reviewing where you are. You can do it as a practice just separately every now and then, maybe let's say every month or every 3 months, and create practices around asking yourself where you are. You're on this path. Is this the path that you want? Is it right for you? Do you feel you're going in the right direction? If you keep going, will you still be going in the right direction? Is that right for you? What good experiences have you had so far on your path? Essentially, you're really recreating the brand new beginning of the next part of your path over and over again. And you keep bringing in the idea of, am I going in the right direction? Is where I'm going towards heart? Are my thoughts geared towards heart? Are my intentions geared towards heart? Is this decision I'm about to make filled with heart? And as I do that, I can bring that practice in every day when the storm of intense emotions come or confusion. I can ask myself, where am I? What is this thought? Is this thought taking me away from my heart? Is this thought taking me toward my heart? If it is taking me away from my heart, what would be the thought that would bring me back to my heart? And you keep thinking about it in these ways. All four of these areas, grabbing a hold of each one, creating practices around each one, really supports you on your path in a way that is undeniable and so significant.